Hello, thank you for checking this video, but before we begin, please check the video in the description below of the details and information about the character that I'll be describing today. Some of the characters don't have videos of descriptions for them sometimes, so hopefully I can describe them with the best of my ability, but please look at the video in the description for this one. Thank you.
May you find what you seek.
Hello everybody, my name is Carmine, or Bizarre, whichever one. Today I'm Carmine for Heroes of the Storm. So today, if you haven't noted, watch the description below, you have seen that today I will be describing Kharazim. Kharazim is one of my favorite heroes that I play as a support, and right now, currently, I have him as level 96. So today I will be describing the two builds and maybe an additional build that rookies could use if they want to learn about Kharazim. But I will be putting out more influence on the other two that I will be going for today. Now, as you all saw in the description below in that video, Kharazim is a talent trait based. So by that, his trait is based off the first talent in the game. His three talents are, at level 1, is Transcendence, healing for every third basic attack. Iron Fist, critical damage for every third basic attack with increased movement speed. And then the third, which was changed from a while ago, is Insight, which restore mana, and if it has a quest now that, if completed, lowers the cooldowns of your basic abilities. So today, for this part of the video, I will be describing the infinite powered Kharazim, which is what I like to call the Insight build. Insight, Insight build is restores mana and if completed, lowers the cooldown of basic abilities upon getting 100 stacks. So by that, meaning, so it's 100 hits times 3, so you have to hit 300 times. And once you get that, it reduces all basic abilities by 1.75 seconds. I personally think that's a lot of time reduced. So the Insight build or the Infinite Kharazim build is, we go with Insight. Level 4 is either is always going to be 100% Earth Ally. If you want detection against the stealth, if you want, it's Air Ally, but Earth Ally is always the use for every match of Kharazim. And then with this Infinite Kharazim, Blazing Fist, if you read it, every third basic attack reduces the cooldown of Deadly Reach by 0.75 seconds. So if we do that, and I'll continue on with rambling, and then after that, you go with the Divine Palm, which prevents the death of an enemy. And then, so before level 13 is the hardest part of Kharazim, but once you reach level 13, hopefully it'll get a little easier, because you in this talent you get Fist of Fury, which increases the duration of Fist of Deadly Reach to 100%. So right now it's 2 seconds. It's 2 seconds for the whole Deadly Reach. So 2 seconds of attacking and fighting. But if you do Fist of Fury, it becomes a 10 seconds, or 10 second. And after that, Echo Heaven to heal nearby allies around the area for a second time for 75% of the health. And then Storm Shield to give allies the shields in case everybody's low, so it gives you a nice good escape. So we're gonna toggle the we're not gonna toggle the cooldown. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna complete the quest of Insight. So once you get 100 stacks, which is 300 hits, it's a hard thing to do in ranked matches from gold and higher. So once you complete 100 stacks, when you go to the Hall of Storms, make sure you toggle Deadly Reach. So because it doesn't activate until you hit a minion, mercenary, or hero. So once it activates, your mana is full and you can go about and fight. And with this build, you'll see that, watch, because of the Fist of Fury increased duration and this 0.75, and then the Insight is another 1.75 seconds reduction cooldown, it all adds up into a nice hard infinite power fisting Kharazim. So when this is activated, you could keep punching, you could heal, you could punch, you could radiant dash, you could, and the cooldown is a lot faster. And now the thing with this build is that you gotta keep hitting, no matter how much. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter as long as you keep hitting something and getting those punches in. Your cooldown will go faster, and Deadly Reach will go by faster and damage a lot. And then the hardest part of this build is hitting the right hero with Divine Palm. So with this, you can keep going, and you could with that you also get Earth Ally, which gives a shield against all basic attacks and blocks them all. Now, if you haven't noticed, the cooldown for Deadly Reach immediately resets once it finishes if all hits are hit, and the cooldown for the other two is reduced and gives about 1 second, maybe 1.5 seconds left. With this build as well, Kharazim can solo every camp, any camp besides the boss camp. So he could do this camp. Really, it takes him a while, but he could get it, and he won't die. And then second, he could do it. And this is. And the good thing about that, being able to do that is when you're low on mana, just toggle Deadly Reach and start a camp to regain some lost mana, and you could heal as much as you want. And because mercenaries give lots of it, it could heal, it could, and especially if you're doing the Bruiser camp, which has 4, it's even easier. Now you've seen Insight. What's the other one? The other one is what the pros use in matchups when people use Kharazim as a healer and hero. In the Pro League, pros used Iron Fist about a lot of the time when they draft Kharazim. You use Iron Fist and then Earth Ally. Now this build is all on my own accord, and it's not any build that I probably looked up, but it probably is. So how it is those two, Iron Fist, Earth Ally, Blinding Speed, and then with DPS, because he is DPS, he is 7-sided Strike. And this one, with the level 13 talent, it's Fist of Fury or Quicksilver. I personally always go with Fist of Fury. And then level 16 is Wave 100 Fist and Transgression. Now with this build, Kharazim has the Iron Fist, which is 110% bonus damage for every 3rd basic attack, or for every hit. And then and with Deadly Reach, it's increased. And after that, there's an additional 50% damage of 6 basic attacks of with Radiant Dash. And then combine that with a 7 times plus 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 hit 7% damage of health. That's a lot. So here's how on heroes. So with this, Radiant Dash, Radiant Dash, Radiant Dash, and the 7-sided strike. 14k with a couple hits too. All right. Now, you could some of this talent like blinding speed is good, but you could also with level 7 you could also go. You could also go Blazing Fist to reduce the cooldown of Deadly Reach by 0.75 seconds, which also does the same thing as it should be, which makes it less. So you could Deadly Reach some more if you want. The hardest thing about this build is the Wave of 100 Fists is if you hit it, you have to be next to the to the hero, mercenary, minion, whatever it is. And if they move away like kind of like far or something like that, it becomes a miss. It's a miss. It's gonna be miss and you won't be able to hit. But as long as you, like for example, like it sometimes misses because see, like just like that, usually 3 or something like that. And then after that, Deadly Reach, heal, and transgression. So that is the 2 builds that I do for Kharazim when I do rank, and currently I am gold 3. Now, Mr. Carmine, so we have the Iron Fist Insight build, but what about Transcendence? Transcendence, if you look currently, it for every 3rd basic attack heals the lowest health ally for 275. That's good. So you could, here's how the build for Transcendence is. You do that, and you can do you can with level 4 you can use about all of any of the allies based on the draft. But with this build, it's usually Spirit or Earth. But we usually go Spirit, and then it usually some people would do Heavenly Zeal, then Divine Palm, and then here it's either Fist of Fury or Sixth Sense, which I usually go Fist of Fury, and then Echo of Heaven or Cleansing Touch, but usually go Echo of Heaven, and then Storm Shield. That's how I think that personally is what I've seen so far with this build. So hopefully this 3 builds of Kharazim will help you guys in ranking from maybe Bronze 5 to at least maybe Silver 1. That's the best I could give you. Anyway, thank you for watching this video with me. Hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you in the next build. Thank you.